Hey, what's up, everybody? This isn't the video I wanted to make today. As you can see from the title, well, to say the obvious thing is Howling Hornets 30, Howling Hornets 2020 has been canceled here in Orlando and in Hollywood and anywhere else in the world, I guess. Yeah, Howling Hornets it's not happening this year. I made a video earlier this week talking about the store popping up earlier this week, and I was expecting today to talk about the news of the store opening because that was rumors the store was opening today, and also I was hoping to talk about that. I was hoping that people went over there, covered it, and recorded it, and we could react to it. But yeah, I didn't expect today's video to be about this stuff. It's very saddening, because the past 14 years I've been going opening day every single year since 2006, and I had the frequent fear pass, so I was always, I've been to these events for a very long time at this point, and it's always been something I looked forward to every year, and it's just like, oh no, this whole situation, this whole world situation that's happening, everything's terrible for sure. Like there's so much worse things are happening. I under like 100%. But for me personally, just in my own little fandom world, specifically when the horror world, specifically Howling Horror, specifically Universal Studios, this is the one that got me the most because it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just every year. It's like this is like a highlight of my life. Like this is such a big portion of my life. You don't understand. Like, man, it's crazy. It's crazy that this thing's not happening. It's like I felt it wasn't happening. If you seen my last video, I was making allusions to the fact that this store opening, the store being there, I honestly felt like it was the only thing for this year. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that, but it felt like it. It just felt like, hey, this is Howling Hornets for this year. It's this tribute store kind of. It might have not been the plan, but it just felt like that to me when I saw it opening so early, or just being there. I don't know, there's something about it, and it's crazy. Like, ah, man, what the potential? Like, look at the merch they had so far in the store and everything, on the online store. It's just like all the classic shirt, a lot of classic shirts coming back, a lot of classic merch coming back. It's like, man, this would have been so cool. This would have been so cool. I'm bummed out, but hey, let's get to the official stuff. Let me not sit here depressed and sad the whole time, and let's see their official statement, see what they have to say about it. Okay, so here is Universal Orlando's official statement. This is tweeted from their official account earlier, a few minutes ago from when I recorded this. So here we have it. Universal Orlando Resort and Universal Studios Hollywood have made the difficult decision to not hold Howling Hornets events this year. Universal Orlando Resort will be focusing on exclusively on operating its theme parks through the daytime to guests using the enhanced health and safety procedures already in place. Universal Studios Hollywood continues to face the ongoing business restrictions and uncertainty around the opening time frame. We know the decision will disappoint our guests, and we're disappointed too, but we look forward to creating an amazing event in 2021. So there you have it. That's the official statement from them, and yeah, so they're not only canceling it here, they're canceling it over there in Hollywood. The normal parks haven't even been open yet because the state of California has restricted any parks from opening, any theme park. So yeah, I mean, it's like, it's not surprising. Like, really, it's not. Like, everything has been canceled, so it's like, why would we think an event that uses such close quarters, this event, it's like literally the event that shouldn't happen, of anything, anything that's ever been canceled, this is like the number one. But again, I'm just a big fan of it, so I never wanted to like think about that like that, but it is what it is. But yeah, it says an amazing event 2021. I mean, look, listen, with how unfortunate everything has been, I hope it's 2021, because it's like, I don't know, this thing is just never ending. But I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited that it's happening next year. But there are things like, let's start looking at Twitter here, seeing what people are saying and stuff. We have Alicia Sella talking about the cancellation and how they're refunding tickets and stuff like that. So that's good that they're doing refunds, which is great. Yeah, it's just unfortunate because you could just totally tell that this thing was gonna happen, and it's just. Oh man, I just wish I don't know. I don't wish they canceled it earlier. I don't know. I just feel like I just wish there wasn't so much signs that it was happening. I don't know. I just felt like it was leading up too much, and it's just like I just wish it was kind of like from May. It was kind of, they could have just been like, no or something. I don't know. I don't know if that would have made me happier or worse. I just know right now I'm not happy about it. But that's that. So we have someone here, Sam Zoeller, saying, very happy that this happened. It's unfortunate, but it's the right move. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of true. I mean, you kind of can't argue with that. Oh man, it's so crazy. What a good question this person asked here, Jonathan Anderson. He says, okay, so will next year be Halloween Horror Nights 30 since it's be the 30th time they've done it? I honestly think it should be the 30th. I mean, it doesn't tie to a year. I don't think it should tie to the year that it's happening. Which, I mean, it kind of weirds out, makes the count weird now, because we kind of always knew, like, okay, yeah, 29 is 2019. I mean, you always add a 10 to it. But hey, I mean, they're calling it HHN. They do the whole like numbering them. So I mean, yeah, next year would be the 30th. So that's the 30th event. So that'd be cool. But it could bring up, a situation where from here on out, they maybe they do 30, right? Maybe they do 30, but after that, you start calling it by the year because, I mean, I understand why they do that. I wouldn't want them to do that. I hope they don't do that, but it'd be understandable if it does happen. Yeah, this is a funny tweet here. Our past selves complaining about the tribute store not opening this morning. Yeah, that was the biggest worry before the tribute store not opening in the exact morning that they wanted it to. But hey, we had bigger, crazier news than that. I love this tweet here. This was a great one by Jason. He says, Mardi Gras should have haunted houses next year. I agree. That'd be really cool. I think Mardi Gras should always have houses. So this cancellation brings up a great point that Ali Cortez from Talk with Ali has been making for a while. I've been seeing her videos and she's been talking about this, but Halloween Horror Nights in February. So if this has been canceled, so what can happen next? I mean, that's like the thing we have to think about. Would it be cool to have a Halloween Horror Nights in February? Kind of that other tweet with the whole Mardi Gras or whatever. I don't think mix the events together or anything like that. I would like it to be postponed and happen early next year. Highly doubt it. I highly doubt at this point. The way they mentioned it in their official statement, it doesn't seem like a postpone. It was like, oh, we're not doing it this year. So to my mind, that read as, we're not doing this year, we're doing it next year, exactly the way they always done it. It's going to happen the fall next year. And yeah, I don't know. It's definitely optimistic to think about it happening earlier next year, but it's like anything that's like being held back. You're gonna sit there and develop something the whole time with no actual when you don't actually know when it's actually gonna happen. So it's just like, I don't think it's gonna happen like that. I don't know. That's what I think. But look, Halloween Horror Nights is trending on travel. But yeah, man, look at this. Orlando Informer tweeting about it. Bloody Disgusting tweeting about it. But yeah, so the event has been canceled. This is depressing. It's definitely very, very sad news. So there you have it. Those are the official statements, the tweets, what people are saying about this cancellation. Yeah, in my opinion, I'm just really sad about it. This would have been, I think, my 14th year, I believe. And this would have been the 30th anniversary. This would have been a great year. But realistically, it would have been a great year if it was normal, But if they were to have this event, it wouldn't have been normal. Scare actors wearing masks, ideas of scare actors not even being in the houses, ideas of doubling prices of the tickets so people don't come. It's just like, at that point, you're changing the event so much that it's not even worth it. So honestly, it was a great thing that they did this because you're saving a good product. You're not gonna have an event and make it bad, and also in the greater good of the health of the people and the destruction of this virus, because obviously the only way this virus dies is by not having hosts. And how about we don't host an event where this virus can spread, right? So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what had to happen. Nothing safe from this. This is this is pretty obvious at this point. Everything's been canceled. 2020 is not a normal year. But all that depressing stuff out the way, I'd like to say, with this happening, even before this was canceling, I already had ideas and plans. Now that I have this like horror YouTube channel, I've been a fan of Halloween Horror Nights for a while. I have a lot of little, I don't have a lot of merch, but I have a few shirts. I have all the brochures from all the years, all the maps or whatever. I like to show that off to you guys. So I'm gonna make a video showing off the merch, the maps, stuff like that. And I also want to do a 30-year, not 30 years, I haven't been 30 years, but I want to do my experience from '06 to 2019 and rank the house, not the houses, but rank the event, and like tell you guys which is my favorite event and what's the worst event, I think. So yeah, that'll be pretty fun. I'm very excited to do that stuff. And also I want to do a lot more Halloween Horror Nights stuff. Like here on Castman Horror, the whole point of it is to be Halloween forever. I mean, that was the idea even before any of this stuff happened. So that's what I want to do. So I want to talk about a lot of horror movies. I want to make scary videos, you know, talking about a lot of scary myths or whatever, and covering Halloween Horror Nights. But we can't do that anymore. So I could at least do a lot of retrospective stuff, because, you know, I have a lot of history in the parks and with this event and everything. So I think I could bring some fun content for that stuff. So that's what I hope to do. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys do a like. Give me your opinions, your thoughts. What do you think they could do next year for this event? What do you think about having the event early next year? What's your thoughts on this whole thing? Please let me know in the comments. I'd love to read what you guys have to say about that. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you guys subscribe, because like I said, I want to make a lot more Halloween Horror Nights videos. Even though this event's not happening, I'll do a lot more retrospective stuff, give you my opinions on, you know, the past 14 years I've been going to the event and everything. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.